Y'all, I just got my schedule cleaned up and finished up. Cleaned up, but by cleaned up I mean I checked everything else off that I did do. I did do a lot of things today. I got paperwork filled out for Mom's long-term care insurance, which was a BFD. So, a big friendly deal. Yeah, that's what I meant by BFD. Anyway, let's see what else I have. I got some things to make my, you know how I wanted to make one of those for my KBB. So I got the stuff for that today because I was at the dollar store. That's where I get all of that stuff. The dollar store. I'm cheap. Frugal. I'm frugal. Anyway, I'm feeling a little bit more sane today. I think part of that was getting out and like going and being an adult instead of just being, I love my mom, but you know, when I stay plugged into that helper mode all day, it's not really a full expression of me. And if I'm juggling the KBB stuff and that, and then it just is really, it's just a really full day mentally for me. So anyway, whatever. Let's see, what else? I had some things that I noticed along the way. Mom had therapies today, and I've been dealing with all the scheduling for that, and you can see it in the thing. And she's really pretty tired when we went to bed, but she got up about 15 minutes ago and was wanting, well, long story short, she's in bed now reading a book, which I haven't really ever seen her do. She usually shuts her eyes and goes to sleep. This is the way I envy her this ability. So, because I usually have to read myself to sleep or something like that. So anyway, yeah, so she's reading herself to sleep tonight. And let's see what else. But I made a really good dinner. I made pork chops and a really yummy salad. And I've been doing kale, but what I do is the thing that I don't like about kale, it's not that I like the taste of it, but the texture when you get like a whole leaf, to me is just not, it's not a great texture. Although if I chop it up really fine, the texture is fine. It just doesn't, I don't even notice it I had spinach and I had some, I got some broccoli slaw. And what I did was I took that broccoli slaw and I chopped it up into really little pieces. So when I do salad, one of the ways that I've tricked my mom, this is something to write down. One of the ways that I've tricked my mom into eating more salad than she would like to eat is by chopping it up into little pieces so that it looks small. But it's not really, because I just chopped it up so small. But it also is the way you're supposed to be able to eat salad, which is to put your fork under the salad and lift the salad into your mouth instead of stabbing the salad. So, anyway, so I did that. And I made yummy pork chops, and which were on sale. It was like, the whole package would have cost like $12 and it only cost $6. It was like, wow. So, our pork chops tonight for 3 people, four pork chops. Now they were the ones that are away from the bone, right? So, they cost $3. I mean, you just can't beat that with a stick. So anyway, so that was good. And I'm really trying to decide, like, I mean, I know that you guys are really interested in the KBB and everything. I have really, because of the mom stuff and everything, and I really want to start this other channel that is just for what I do with mom kind of stuff. Some of it is here. I may just repost things. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that. But, yeah. So, but I do want to start that channel as well. And because from here out, it's going to be a very different life for us. And I think people that have a parent with dementia or Alzheimer's or whatever would be interested in some of the things I do, because I do some things that really work. One of the things that I do is for sundowners, which is something that happens to a lot of people with dementia. And it's something where, let's see if I can tell this succinctly, and forgive me if I've already told you this. But when the sun goes down, the person just starts to hallucinate and doesn't know where they are and just is like, loses it. Okay. But really, this has all started because they're looking at the shadows, and the shadows are changing rapid fire right at sundown, because as the sun goes down, there are a lot of really rapid changes in those shadows. The shape and length of the shadows change very rapidly. And that's why this all happens at sundown. Now, stay with me for a second. Those shadows are being interpreted by the brain as whatever they are, shadows. But what happens in a brain that has dementia is those shadows start becoming other things. Because of this quick change in the shadows, the brain starts interpreting them as bugs or other things. And they start to hallucinate. So what I have learned to do is I put all of the shades down in the house right at 5 or 5:30. They go down. I turn all the lights on so that all of the shadows stay constant. And when that happens, no sundowners. Absolutely no sundowners as long as she's here. Now, she had it still a little bit when she when she was at the nursing home. She would say, "Are we going to sleep here?" You know, she would just kind of check out a little bit, but it wasn't nearly as bad as if I got the blinds closed and the lights. We had to leave lights on at the nursing home. Here, I can turn all of hers off for her sleeping, but they have to all be off. She can't have one. This is crazy. This doesn't even sound right. But she does better if she lets her eyes adjust and she walks in the dark. I have some small lights for like lighting the bathroom and that kind of stuff, like night lights, right? And I have a couple in the hallway that are basically they're Christmas candles that I just didn't put away. And they only go on at night, you know, so I just keep the batteries fresh in those. So anyway, but that gets her to the bathroom and then back. And usually what happens is I catch her when she gets up, so I can turn lights on if, you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah. So little tidbit for your tuck away in your brain for later. Anyway, but being home really, really helps. Anyway, I will talk to you later. That is certainly long enough. But I am trying to rethink. I'm thinking about you as my audience and thinking about, you know, what I need to be doing. And I dropped a bunch of balls that I had in the air. The gardening, I am doing it, but just like barely. And I had a bunch of other things, the Blue Skies Amazon thing that I was doing. And but this KBB is so much better as a course. And honestly, I still want to do those other things because I still really feel strongly about being diversified in my income. But my biggest payday, my biggest potential payday the soonest is the KBB. So that's what I'm going to go after first. Everything else kind of had to cross the finish line all at the same time for it to be something that could happen. And hopefully by this time next year, my brother will be here and doing the gardening and everything it'll be simpler. Right now, Mom needs me 24/7, and that's just the way it is. I can't even imagine having a vegetable stand out by the road right now. I just can't. So this is where we are. So that's it. Okay, so I love you guys. Take care of yourself and take care of each other.